Hey everyone, I'm here with your weekly Taroscope for the week of January the 28th to February 4th, 2018. If you hear any noises in the background, thumping, yelling, screaming, that would be children. Please just ignore it. Anyway, let's get on with the Taroscope for the week. So as usual, I am using the Revelations Tarot for the month of January. This has been my tarot deck, as well as the Shadows and Light Oracle. I've been using them, like I said, for the month of January. If you follow me on Instagram, you know during the week I do a daily draw with both of them. So if you're interested in that, you can follow. Links are below. And of course, if you want your own reading, you can click the link to the Etsy shop and order a reading for yourself. Otherwise, if you know your sun sign, and I assume you do, pay attention to that. And if you know your moon sign and your rising sign, pay attention to those ones as well if you want to get like a little bit more of a nuanced sort of reading. So let's get started as always with Aries. So Aries, we have the Magician reversed. So this is a week maybe of false starts for you, Aries, where you're starting something but it doesn't quite go, or you might be holding yourself back on starting something. It's either not quite the right time, or you're finding all these reasons why you shouldn't start. You're procrastinating on things. So this card is really encouraging you, if you are holding yourself back, to stop looking for reasons to hold yourself back and instead start taking yourself seriously. And if you are starting something new and it doesn't quite work out, that just means some things need to be revised and maybe looked at a little closer before you can move on with things again. So look at where you are right now and what it is that you're either avoiding or what you're feeling a little frustrated about. It's just a matter of sort of changing, both cases of changing your mindset about it. For Taurus, we have the Three of Wands reversed. So Taurus, you've been working hard on a few things and you were really hoping that other people would recognize the hard work that you're doing, but you don't always get the pat on the back that you want. And it's saying that that's okay. You need to give yourself the pat on the back. You need to be the one who's congratulating yourself. So are you doing things to kind of nurture yourself? Are you doing things to congratulate yourself? Are you celebrating your successes? You might want to take a look at that this week. For Gemini, we have the Four of Cups reversed. So Gemini, you're really feeling like you're kind of getting some of your energy back. You're feeling like you are starting to enjoy yourself again, especially if you've been in a lull where you've been feeling kind of frustrated or feeling like, nothing's really working out. This is a week where you're really going to find yourself, your energy level, your optimism picking up this week. So make sure you're spending time doing some things that you love to do. For Cancer, we have the Chariot reversed. So Cancer, this is a time where you are determined and focused, but you may be overly so, where you are forgetting about the things that kind of really matter, or you're so busy trying to do what you're doing that you're either stepping on toes, or you're avoiding things, or you're not taking care of yourself or other people around you. So it's saying not to be overly focused. It's good to be focused, that's for sure, but don't be so blinded by a single-minded focus that you forget about caring for yourself or other people. For Leo, we have the Moon reversed. What reversals this week? Which, well, we do have an eclipse coming up, so that's not terribly surprising. And the eclipse is in the sign of Leo, so it's not really surprising we get the Moon reversed for Leos. That includes me. It's going to be a time of uncertainty. It's going to be a time where your moods are going to be up and down and all over the place and feeling like you're not quite right. And it's saying to be patient with yourself, to wait it out, to not make any big, huge decisions right now, not to catastrophize. All things are not as bad or as dramatic as they may appear in the moment. And to be kind to yourself, especially if you're, affected by it, because sometimes the moon can affect people, especially if are struggling with things like anxiety or depression or anything like that. Sometimes that can sort of spotlight those things and make it, overemphasize it, make it larger in our minds than maybe what it is. So it's saying to be easy and kind to yourself. It's also saying, to be careful with, again, not catastrophizing. Make sure you're not turning to any, substances to kind of fix things, or and it could even be just like sugar or caffeine or whatever, but be kind and be easy on yourself this week. For Virgo, we have the Star reversed. So Virgo, this is a week where you might be feeling really low too. I think that the eclipse may be affecting you as well, and it's saying to not take those thoughts again too seriously, that you can turn it around to the positive, to find hope, And sometimes we need other people to, point that out to us. So don't be afraid to reach out to friends or to people that you trust. For Libra, we have the Seven of Wands. So Libra, you're taking on some challenges this week. And while I know most Libras don't like a head-on confrontation, it's saying that you can handle it. You can stand up for yourself. And being a Libra, you'll probably handle it in a pretty diplomatic way. So it's saying don't be afraid to stand up for yourself, especially if somebody's acting jealous or being a bit of a hater. But it's also saying if you're, involved in any kind of competition or contest, that you can do it. You can win. You can do what you need to do and do your best. So you can definitely take on any challenges this week. For Scorpio, we have the King of Swords. Scorpio, this is a time where you're going to be making some decisions, some very clear-cut decisions, and some decisions that maybe some others aren't always going to like. If you're involved in anything legal this week, it's saying that things should go well, but it's saying you're going to have to be decisive about things. You may also have to deal with some authority issues or legal issues of some kind, paperwork, that kind of thing, and just to do what's best for you and be decisive about it. For Sagittarius, we have the High Priestess reversed. Now, when this comes up, sometimes it means that there are secrets that are going on behind our back, things going on, someone undermining us, holding back in some way, and we may sense this. And we may be the people ourselves, if this card comes up, that are doing that. So it's saying, you don't have to spill your guts to everybody, that's for sure. But are you holding back in some way? Are you holding yourself back from speaking your truth? Are you hiding something from someone? Or you're not being totally honest that you need to be? And are you getting the sense someone's not honest with you? So honesty is really the key to this week and opening up. And also, if you do find out something that's kind of upsetting, to make sure that you are taking care of yourself. Especially we've got, like I said, this full moon, this eclipse, this blue moon. So sometimes, weird things kind of come out and hit us at left field. It is in another fire sign, so it probably is going to affect you to a certain degree. Then we have Capricorn with the Two of Swords reversed. So Capricorn, you may be avoiding making a decision this week. You may be sitting on the fence, and sometimes it's good to, we don't always have to make a snap decision. Sometimes we could sit back, collect information, make sure that we're taking our time. But are you getting to a point where you are avoiding making a decision? Because not making a choice is still making a choice. So Aquarius, we have the Eight of Swords reversed. This is actually a really great card to see. I know the past couple of weeks, Aquarius, it seems like, you've had a little bit of a struggle over the past few weeks, but it says you're definitely coming out of it this week. You are feeling like you are freeing yourself, you're getting out of things, you're getting your energy back. You're definitely kind of getting into your vibe again. And I mean, a lot of the planets are moving, or they're in the sign of Aquarius, so you've got a lot of energy kind of behind you. Also, this full moon as well is going to affect you because full moons are when the sun is in the opposite sign that the moon's in. So the sun is in Aquarius. So this is like a good full moon for you. It's going to be a time of revelations, but also a time for you of sort of some inner realizations and feeling like, hey, I can do this, and just an uplifting time for you. And Pisces, last but not least, we have the Two of Pentacles reversed. So Pisces, you've got a lot on your plate and you've been juggling a lot, and it says you're going to have to put one of those things down. You can't do everything. You can't do it all. So drop the thing that you least like doing, the thing that you maybe feel obligated to do but don't really want to anymore. It's saying it's okay to drop that. You don't have to do it all this week. So that's what I'm seeing for tarot. And then for our oracle card for the week, we have the Little Witches, Magical Space Clearing Time. Well, we do have Imbolc this week if you're in the Northern Hemisphere. If you're in the Southern Hemisphere, on the 2nd it is Lammas or Lunasa, however you want to say it, Harvest Festival. And for us here in the Northern Hemisphere, for some, if you're in somewhere like Europe or England, it's kind of like spring. You're starting to see signs of it. Where I live, it is the dead of winter. It is midwinter. That's fine. We know spring is eventually going to come, but Imbolc is about clearing house. It has a very strong energy with clearing house, with spring cleaning, with getting things ready for spring whenever it comes in your area. And so we need to do some clearing, and not just clearing of our stuff, although, I mean, there's always, we can always clear stuff and clear out clutter. I need to clear out clutter, see the clutter. But also within ourselves, are there things we're holding on to? Are there maybe friendships or relationships we're holding on to that aren't working for us anymore. You know, clearing up our social network feeds. You know, are you following people that are saying negative things all the time? Clearing that stuff out. Look at where maybe there's some clutter in your life and clear that up this week. So it is a cleanup time. I mean, we do, like I said, have an eclipse. So it's a time of internal change, a time of uncertainty. And so clearing things out can definitely help us get clear this week. So that's what I'm seeing in the cards. If you have any questions, any comments, please put in the comment space below. Like and subscribe. Thank you for watching, and I will see you all at the Tarot Scope next week.